Is it recording? All right. It is yours truly, Rick the Prince here, and you are watching Surface. Rick the Prince here.
Truly, Rick the Prince here.
What's good? What's good, guys? Yours truly, Rick the Prince.
You are watching.
Yo, what's good? It's the Mance, and you're watching Beneath the Surface on Surface Town. Let's go.
Hey, problems with your heart, I know I can come and solve them. I'll be parked right outside in my ride, that's some real shit. Waiting on you, windows down, bumping some trap shit. We can go slow, or do 100 on the dash. Either way that it go, we in first, never in last. I'ma slide with you, girl. Spend time with you, girl. Buy you all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, we're here with greatness right here, right here.
I appreciate that.
All the way from Alabama, man.
All the way from Alabama.
Yes,
I'm good.
yes.
You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling. I had a meeting earlier today.
Okay.
You know, just trying to get everything situated for the show and the brand. And, you know,
Right.
we're trying to elevate. Last year, they thought they was doing something, but they ain't do nothing. They ain't stop.
Right.
They ain't stop us.
They ain't
You feel me?
level up, yeah.
What's good? What's good, y'all? It is yours truly, Rick the Prince here, and we are here with this talented young brother right here.
Yes, sir.
The Mance. How are you
Thank
doing,
you, bro.
man?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
You
Especially
good?
since I'm here, man. I've been, waiting to link up with you.
Yes. I'm so
Yes,
glad.
sir.
I came across your music through another artist.
Okay.
And then through another artist's page, and then I had to check you out, man. And then I checked you out. Your music was fire.
Who's the other artist?
And I was like, Jordan.
Brad Jordan's so
Yes,
talented.
yeah. Shout out.
Jordan's so talented.
Shout out. She's very talented.
Jordan, I got mad love for you. You already know that.
Yeah. So once I got accustomed to your music, I had to reach out to you, man, and I appreciate you for being on this show, man.
Glad you did, man. Glad you
I just want to congratulate you for the success of Nothing Like You.
Thank you, bro.
The record that you dropped last year.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When I heard that record, I was like, this is a hit. Like, you know when you hear something,
You can hear it, right?
Yeah.
You can hear it, yeah.
I wanted you to talk about that record, and you have a video that goes along with it. Talk about how that record came about, and then the video.
Nothing Like You. So the backstory on that. So my producer, he had already had a beat cooked up, right?
Oh, for real?
He's gonna hate me for saying this, but he already had a beat cooked up that I was supposed to go off of. So I hit him up. I was like, I ain't really feeling this beat. All his beats are dope, by the way. Mom Brew, your beat's dope. Shout out Mom Brew one time. So I was like, look, man, I ain't really feeling this beat. It just ain't hitting me right. So he was like, all right, let's cook up a new beat. Cooked it up on the spot, sent it to me, and the melody I had in my head from the jump was kind of different. When I got in the studio, I kind of, made some tweaks and found the melody, and it came out crazy, man. It was one of those songs that just came out. Yeah. And I feel like all of my good songs just flow. I don't really have to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just pure emotion. I hear the beat, the lyrics immediately come out. That's why I hit him, and I was like, I'm not really feeling this beat. We gotta do another one. Because if I hear the beat and it doesn't pull something out of me, and I always say that to him, he was like, bro, you bugging. Like, I'm like, bro, for real, I wasn't feeling, I gotta be able to feel it. Like I said, as soon as I heard the beat, I dropped it. The backstory is, it was really, about someone that was special to me, and I was just thinking about that person when I wrote it, and yeah, man, it turned out great. It was the first time I think I sat back and chilled, and I was like, I'm just gonna write a song about how I feel, versus putting any thought into how people are gonna take to it or anything like that, so came out great, man. We shot the video. My homie that I told you about, he goes by Dilly Mane on Instagram. He shot it. One of my day one homies from back home in Bama. We shot it actually in my hometown. I was thinking, what's gonna make me stand out amongst everybody else? I was like, I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna go back to Alabama, and I'm gonna shoot a video in a spot that nobody's ever shot at, nobody's ever gonna expect. So we went on a back road in Alabama.
Oh, that's what that car scene was. That was in Bama?
The drone scene, yeah.
Okay,
that was in Bama, like just flat plains, but shot it there, and it was really unique, man. It's a unique video, so. and I got a nice song to follow that one. So you know.
Okay. Now, when I was preparing for this, I seen that you said that you've been doing music since you were 13, 14?
Yeah, I mean, we started recording at that age.
Yeah.
So the backstory behind that is, so we had like a small, like, I don't even know what kind of mic it was, man. But me and my homie Dylan, we had a small mic. We started recording at like 13 years old. My homie Jordan, his dad was like the choir director at our school. And he built his son a studio, Jordan. And so we had a studio at an early age. So it kind of just like chose me, you know what I'm saying? And they were, my homie Dylan and Jordan, they were in a band together. And then I would come in occasionally and I would like record covers and everything. And then after that, man, I kind of just fell in love with writing music. My granddad was in a band. My dad used to rap. Not rap for real, but he was talented. He went in the game, like something like that. But yeah, man, it kind of chose me from an early age, and I started putting out music when I was around, what was it, 2014 when I put out my first song. So I've been putting out music for like 7 years.
Yeah. Okay, so when you were recording back then, what were y'all talking about?
You don't have much to talk about.
Yeah,
you don't have much to talk about. So you find influences, you find cover songs that you like, and you go in the studio and you play with your voice and you find your sound. That's a big thing for artists. You have to give yourself time to find the sound. Like, what's your sound? What's gonna make you sound different than anybody else? So you'll hear artists a lot of times that they imitate other artists because that's all you have to go off of.
Right.
You don't know, especially at a younger age, you don't have anything to pull from other than the influences.
Right.
So that's kind of how you start, man. And you come into your own self as an artist over time, and it's just get that perfection. It's not perfect, but you know, perfection is how it's perceived.
Yeah.
That's how I started, man. Just grinding in the studio.
Absolutely. So you started putting out music around like 2014.
Yeah.
And I know that Auburn is very important to you and very important to...
You know some shit. You know some shit.
Man. Yeah. So Auburn, Alabama, where you really...
yes.
Where you really started to make a name for yourself in there. I want you to take me back to when that all began.
Bro, that just makes me smile talking about Auburn. Shout out to everybody in Auburn. You know I got mad love for y'all. Auburn put me on the map. So let's go back in time really quick. For like J. Cole, let's go back, man. All right. So 2015, nobody knows who I am in Auburn. Right. My homie Trey, he's in the minor leagues right now. He played baseball at Auburn. Right. So I'm hanging out with him. Me and my homie Dylan, we're childhood friends. He's from Tallahassee, Alabama as well. So we're all hanging out. I'm just starting to put out music. Literally nobody knows who I am except for the people around Auburn that I hang with on a weekend basis. So the first time I ever got my track played was by Ben Brood. That's his name, DJ in Auburn.
Shout out.
So shout out Ben Brood. So he was in this bar called 1716. So I went to Atlanta and I made a song called Sober. So this was my game plan behind it. So I was like, look, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, I'm gonna drop like some hot shit and I'm gonna give it to one of the DJs and I'm gonna try to get it played in Auburn. That was my first step. That happened. Over time, I developed relationships with all of the DJs. So I can name all of them. Y'all know who y'all are. I developed relationships with all of them, man. And, you know, we became closer and they took to my music. So they was playing my music in the bars, like multiple bars in Auburn. And I think my like big break in Auburn was when Auburn University used my song as like the Tiger Walk song. And then Ben Brood, since we went back, you know, to 2015, fast forward to 2018, he was playing my new single in Jordan-Hare Stadium, you know, the Auburn, Arkansas game.
That's big.
So I was in the stadium, I pulled up with my homie Mike. I sat down and as soon as I sat down, I hit Ben. I was like, bro, we just pulled up. Shit, as soon as I sat down, like he turned it on, like, and I was like sitting in Jordan-Hare Stadium, like packed out and like my track playing. And I was like, man, that was a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like 2015, nobody knew I did music. you know, a few years later, it's playing in the stadium. And I was like, it was just a point in, you know, my life where I realized that I was like, damn, I should dream about this. And on top of all that, I linked up with a band called Blackberry Breeze. So shout out to Blackberry Breeze. They really put me on. They came up to me and they was like, look, man, we really wanna, you know, work with you. You know, if you wanna come to the crib and practice, you know, we'll get you on stage. Right. Sky Bar, anybody from Auburn knows Sky Bar is the spot. You know, it holds 5,000 people. In the back, it's holding 2,000. So now I went from nobody knowing that I do music to performing on game days in front of 2,000 plus people in Auburn. So now everybody knows who I am. You feel me? Yeah. So nobody knew and then everybody knew, and it happened like that. So, I mean, when you're performing on game days in a college town, everybody goes to Sky Bar. Right. And I'm the only rapper really ever, for real.
So what was going through your head during that time? Did it seem like it was happening
you get
fast,
caught up,
or?
You get caught up in it,
okay,
like anybody would.
Yeah.
Because it's a college town, it's a lot of people. You make a name for yourself like that, and it goes to your head. Because I was young, you know, I'm still young, but I was younger. Yeah. So it goes to your head, man. You have fun with it. But I was enjoying what I was doing. But it was a change. It was just a change, man. It turned me into a completely different person. Right. You know, so it was time to grind from there, man. I just kept going.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Now switch it up.
Switch it up.
Had to switch it up.
Switch it up was a banger.
Yeah, man. That record is fire. Tell me how that record came about.
Switch it up. We went to Patchwork Studios with a few of my homies.
Patchwork, shout out.
It's crazy because I was riding down the road and I had that beat. It's a guy named DG Beats, Dylan Graham, who produced it. Okay. And I was riding down the road and all I had was my phone, so I recorded myself. And I was like, I just switch it up. And it's crazy because if I play you that, I probably couldn't find it in my phone because it's so far down in my voice memos. But I could play you that and play you the real song. It's crazy how they produced it at Patchwork. Luke Campalietta is his name. He's Italian. Shout out to Luke one time.
Shout out.
He killed it on the mix, man, and the master. Kenny Mix mastered it. So this is the story behind that one. Like I got so many moments that I don't realize.
That's what we're here for, man.
So Patchwork Studios, I was recording there in 2015 when I dropped Sober for Ben Brew to spin. Right. So I seen Kenny Mix, he had a picture at Patchwork up. I was like, man, I would love to work with Kenny one day. Fast forward to Switch It Up, the moment of Switch It Up. Kenny Mix calls us at like 2 a.m. when he's mastering it. I don't even know Kenny at this point, never met him.
And he's mastering your record?
He's mastering the record. He masters for everybody. Everybody in the game, he's mastered for pretty much. It has to go through him. Not everything, but a lot of records have.
Right.
So he calls us up at like 2 a.m. and he's like, yo, man, like, it's a hit. And you know, whether it's like a Billboard hit, it was my hit. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's a hit that put me on the map in Auburn. And he was like, bro, like I'm bouncing around to this record in the studio and the mastering studio. We all went crazy, obviously, because it was Kenny Mix. That was one of my like dreams to work with him. Right. So that happened and it just went from there, man. Switch It Up was like a turning point for me, for real.
That's crazy to have somebody that you admire just thinking, hey man, I want to work with this man one day. Right. And then literally he's mixing your record.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up.
Mixing it up, man, and just, yeah, man, that's crazy looking back on it, but I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Now I wanted to talk to you about like your recording process. Like, do you come to the studio with the records already in mind, or do you just go off a vibe, or how do your records come about? I used to record at Patchwork a lot. Yeah. I recorded there a lot. So I had to come in with I had to come in ready because I was paying for time. I was paying, 8-hour block, whatever. Yeah. Now, my producer, Mambrew, I've been working with for a couple of years now since I've been in Atlanta. We go in the studio and he'll cook up a beat and I got time to like think. I got time. I'm not on the clock. You know what I mean? So I'm just, it could come off as a freestyle. The melody could come straight out, or I could take the beat to the crib and, write on it, for a few weeks. It's all different. You know what I mean? It's just, art, man, when you're making music, it's what you're feeling at the time, how you're feeling, and whatever comes out it just comes out. And I don't really think about what I write.
I don't put any thought into it at all, to be honest with you. It just comes out. I don't even know where it comes from.
Oh, shit.
For real.
I mean, that's when you know it's in you, when you don't really have to think too hard. You shouldn't really have to think too hard when you're making it.
I agree. It's like painting. If you were just, or freehanding anything, it's like you just painting, like you just working. You know what I mean? So it's the same with music. Like you hear the beat, or you just have a melody in your head and you just go with it. You know what I mean? Not much thought. It's more of a feeling and emotion that you just putting on. Putting on the mic. You know what I mean?
Right. So,
got me passionate over here.
Yeah.
Talking passionately.
So, I wanna play a little game with you real quick. All right. So I know some of your your influences, your inspirations.
Okay.
And I want you to pick a side.
Okay.
All right. So we got.
Is that the name of the game? Pick a side, or is it just whatever?
That's the name of the game.
Pick a side.
Pick a side.
Pick a side.
That just
pick a side.
That just kind of
happened.
Yeah.
Just
So they got the versus thing now, right?
Right. Okay.
So we got J. Cole and Drake.
Oh my! Come on, man! You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. All right, you did it.
All right.
You did that. All right.
Who we got and why?
Oh man. All right. Can I give the backstory first before I give an answer?
Take your time, man. Take your time.
J. Cole, from the lowest times of my life, the lowest times is when I found Cole, and Cole made the struggle beautiful. You feel me? And he'll say that. He made the struggle, he said there's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah.
He brought beauty to the struggle in my life, and I'm sure he did in millions of people's lives.
Yeah.
I found Cole in that moment of my life. Drake, I found Drake when I wanted to, I was already doing music way before I knew about J. Cole or Drake from 13 years old. But when I discovered them, I was getting into a point in my career where I wanted to sing, and then I heard Drake, and I was like, oh shit, he's the only artist out that's like singing about exactly like how I feel. You feel me? So that's why I relate to Drake so much. So Cole was for the struggle, Drake was for the relatability. And that's crazy. I can't believe you making me pick this. I can't believe you making me pick this. Damn. So what are we going off of?
Okay.
What are we going?
Good question.
What are we going off of? Like who's better, or who I like more, or like?
Let's talk catalog.
Catalog.
Cause I know Drake has a good amount of body of work, but Cole just dropped that new project.
If you're talking who was better from the jump, Cole, 100%. Who was a better rapper from the start? J. Cole.
Okay.
Now who's a better artist all around? Drake, obviously. Better performer, better artist. Sells more. Who's more talented? It's different. J.
I'm
Cole
not even going to
I
don't even go and put that on you,
It's
man.
two different lanes. Two different lanes. So I can't really, But if I had to pick,
Okay.
Jersey Drake. Got to, bro. Jersey Drake's the GOAT. Drake's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Drake's
I mean, yeah. For him to dominate for as long as he has,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's a long time to be on top. Like in hip hop, you really only, if you get like a good 3-4 years, that's a career right there.
It's been 10 plus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I never forget my homie Trey from back home. I was in 9th grade, and he was playing that mixtape, and all I heard, I was like, he said, Frostbite, Drizzy nigga, nobody as cold as Drake. Keep your ass in line. Don't be trying to roller skate. And I was like, hold on, who is Dre? I thought he said Dre. I didn't even know who he was. I was like, hold on, rewind that back. I was like, who is Dre? He was like, no, that's Drake. And then that's the first, in 9th grade, it's the first time I heard Drake. So yeah, after then, bro, that dude was killing it,
Right. So I'm sorry I had to do you like that, but you got two of the greatest.
And then he just dropped the album, and I gotta go against Cole. That's fucked up. Cole's one of my top 5, 100%.
Right. Now 2020, we were going through a lot in 2020. The pandemic, everything with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all that stuff. What was your year like? Because you did release music, No Way Out.
Yeah.
Nothing Like You.
Yep.
So what was your year like in the midst of releasing those singles?
It was very dark. It was a dark feeling during the pandemic. I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen. I wasn't really, all I had to go off of was just what I was doing already. I didn't know the future. I don't think anybody did, you know, at that time. So I was just chilling, you know, and like I said, writing music, you know, sticking to my roots. I wrote more music then than I ever have, probably. Besides me first starting out. In 2014, I wrote a crazy amount of music then, but I wrote a lot. I was writing music every single day. And I wrote a lot of shit songs before Nothing Like You came out. But yeah, it was a dark period of uncertainty. I didn't know about anything, man. So like I said, I was just putting out what I love to do, you know, and I got a product. I got a few records out of that that I really love. So I'm definitely appreciative of that time period, but a lot of uncertainty, man. It was crazy. Yeah. That was a crazy time. Seeing everything on the internet, you know, that was wild, man. I hope we never reach that point again. Yeah. You know what I mean? I hope we learn from that moment, and I hope we can move forward like better. I feel like we needed it. Now that I look back on it, it was a reset. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a reset, and a lot of things happened during that time that shouldn't have happened, and yeah, I feel like we should never repeat that again. Yeah. You know, I feel like our generation can, you know, take responsibility for that and be the leaders of that and move forward, man, and be better. Right. 100%.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we're in 2021. Mm-hmm. What's the rest of this year looking like for you? Got a project coming, new record. What's up?
I got a new record June 18th.
Oh, shit, okay.
So it's actually the record that Drama, excuse me. So actually the record that Drama and his team released, but I'm releasing it on my end.
Right, and congrats about that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool point. It didn't go as far as I wanted it to go, but it was a great experience. You know what I'm saying? I got to at least work with Drama and his team on a record. I'll always have that. Now I'm about to release a song on my end on Spotify. I know it's about to go crazy. So June 18th is when that song's coming out, Like You Love Me.
I'm about to say, bet this will probably be out by that. This probably dropping the same week or something like that. Hey.
Yeah, June 18th, Like You Love Me. Everybody go get that on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everywhere. Stream that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to that, man. Thank you so much for coming through, man.
No doubt, man.
Real humble guy, really, really talented, man. It was really nice meeting you, man.
And I like this show, man. You got a lot going on. You need to, you know, continue doing that, man. It's dope.
Appreciate that, man.
For real.
Appreciate that. That means that really does mean a lot, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So if anybody wants to listen to your music, follow you, all the good stuff, where can they do that at?
Follow me on Instagram, the Mance, THE_MANCE. Pretty much on every platform, the Mance, Twitter, Facebook. I don't really do Facebook like that. You know, Spotify, the Mance. Go look that up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, bro.
I'm yours truly, Rick the Prince. This is Mance. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his music. We'll see y'all next time.
See y'all next time.
Yes, sir. Yes, man. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
I had to switch it up like I used to. Had to bounce back like I used to. Had to make a move like I used to. I know that ain't something that you used to. Yeah, I had it all figured out, and you was the move, and now I'm running the game, had to tie my shoes. So now you so confused, cause you thought I would lose without you, but it's not how I do. I'm not a fool. You was bad, but you wasn't bad enough to get me through. Oh, you mad cause I'm on top of something other than you. Popping tags, but I cannot spend it all on you. To tell the truth, I just gotta cut you loose. So you know, I had to switch it up like I used to. Had to bounce back like I used to. Had to make a